Alright, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Lam La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash, Barakatham. Double honor to my apostles, great millstone. And salutations to the Akim on the four corners of the earth, who's pushing his truth with love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. This is Itazwan coming back with another Jim's fruit of knowledge through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son. All right, Yah in the Hebrew meaning he, Hawa meaning to be, all right, or he is, and Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew meaning he delivers. Yah meaning he, Hawa Shai meaning deliver. Those are the names you want to call upon in these last days for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And ultimately, you want to call upon those names for protection from the destruction that's going to take place here in Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is America. Okay? He that have an ear, let him hear. Babylon the Great, daughter Babylon, all right, is America. He that have an ear, let him hear. And he that have an ear, let him hear, meaning if you can receive it, you see, because a lot of people can't receive and understand this truth. Okay? So he that have an ear, let him hear. This place will be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Okay? But before the thermonuclear missiles, when you go into Revelation 18th chapter, it speaks about thus will that great city Babylon will fall by the way of violence. Okay? So there's going to be a lot of violence and chaos going on. And those are what is known as prophecies, right? You go to Matthew the 24th chapter, you go to 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter. It gives a series of events that's going to take place here on the earth. And those events are known as prophecies. Wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, okay? Commotion, uprising of the people. You know, the scripture speaks about earthquakes in diverse places. Oh. It speaks about earthquakes in diverse places, talk about the tempests and things of that nature. Those are introductions to Yahweh's return. Okay? When the Lord said, measure the time diligently in itself, right? And you measure the times by the crises that's going to take place in the world. Polycrises. Poly meaning many, crises meaning calamities. Okay? Jeremiah 28:8 speaks about a prophet. Let's get that real quick. And then I'm going to get into my lesson, you know. But you got to understand, everything that's taking place here is a part of prophecy, and this is the introduction to Yahweh's return. Yahweh is who the word ignorantly calls Jesus, the Christ. His true biblical Hebrew name is Yahweh. We've proven that many, many times. That's why, you know, I'm gonna make it, you know, I'm gonna make it my thing, my nick, so to speak, to, you know, quote Yahweh when he says, "He that have an ear, let him hear," because really, that's who could receive this message. Okay, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh hasn't given this message to everyone. Everyone can't understand this message. Okay, so real quick, let me get Jeremiah 28:8. I'm going with my lesson. You know, it's a little long introduction, but hey, I got a good 45-minute drive, so it is what it is, you know. So let's get Jeremiah 28:8 real quick. Just to prove what I'm saying, I quoted Matthew the 24th chapter, and as well as I quoted 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter. Go read those chapters. It's dealing with the certain, what today's terms would be crises, okay? uprising of the people, devastations, you know, crazy weather conditions that's killing, destroying a lot of people, a pestilence, which is, we call them in today's era of viruses, right? Those are all introductions for Yahweh's return. Okay? Let's just get this real quick. Jeremiah 28:8. And it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what you see today. You see wars, okay? You see evils, which is bad times, and in Hebrew is Rai. And you see pestilence, is what is known as the VIR viruses, okay? So we are in the times of the Lord's return. This is what the prophets prophesied what was going to take place. Okay? The prophecies are introductions to Yahweh's return. Alright? So, no further ado. I made mention of he that have an ear, let him hear, meaning those that can receive this message. And that's for the elect. Okay? And it's only a small few. Okay? In fact, let's get the Apocrypha real quick. I don't know exactly what I'm going to title this, but it's dealing with the stupid-ass plantation Christianity bullshit. Vocab, bitch made Malone. Alright? Let's get this out the Apocrypha real quick. Because that whole Christianity shit is an ultimate failure. And to prove that Christianity is not the way, because Yahweh, the scriptures tell you, Yahweh Shem El Shai, the scriptures tell us that the Lord, it says many are called but few are chosen. The Lord only wants a few people. He don't want masses of people. Okay? He's only dealing with, to be specific, dealing with the prophets, the believers. You have 144,000, 12 out of each tribe. And that makes up 144,000. Okay? Now, that's not a big number compared to the mass, compared to the population of the world. You see? 144,000 is nothing compared to the world. Okay? I believe it's 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter. In the first verse, it say, here we go. 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, in the first verse, it says, hold on, give me a second. There we go. 2nd Ezra 8:1, it says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. You see? The world to come is only going to be a few. Okay, check this out. It says, I will tell you a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made. But little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved. You see that? But few shall be saved. Now this goes totally against the population of Christians in the world. You see? I looked it up. I did a quick little study. It ain't nothing but a Google search, right? And I didn't do the world, but I just did Christianity in the United States. Okay? Christianity in the United States. So let's see the population of the Christians in the United States. And this kills the bullshit, you know, that you so-called choosing the Lord, because the Lord only handpicked a few to be delivered. Now vocab bitch made Malone, right? Him and Abu, they had scoffed at the fact of Ezekiel. Hold on. Let me get the scripture about Ezekiel where it says a small sanctuary. Because that's exactly what the Lord is looking for, right? In the small sanctuary is the body of believers in the various countries. Did it say small or little sanctuary? I know it's in Ezekiel. Apostles and elders have been doing videos on it, so I want to add in, my 7 cents, so to speak, because it had me thinking. The scriptures speak about a small sanctuary. Many are called, but few are chosen. Well, the population of Christianity is massive. The believers of white Jesus is a big number. So that proves that it proves that that's not where the truth is at. You see, there's only a small set of believers, man. Let's go to Ezekiel. Here we go. Ezekiel 11 and 16. And it says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Okay? So, even though the Lord had put the curses on us, we went into captivity in the various nations, right? What's going to happen in the last days, the Lord is going to bind the elect up from the four winds of the earth. And we're going to be a little sanctuary unto the Lord. Okay? Meaning, in the church of New York, there's a little sanctuary, a belief, where a body of believers, right, is a little sanctuary in Chicago. There's a body of believers there, right? In Wisconsin, there's a small sector body of believers. Mississippi, Dallas, Detroit, over there across seas. You got the brothers in London. You got the brothers in Amsterdam. All right. You got the brothers in Italy. You see? You got the brothers in Mississippi. Right? That's a little sanctuary. That's a little the men that believe in Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, there's only a small group of them out of the population of their city. I don't know the population of Wisconsin. Let me look it up. Let me look that up. Let me see something real quick. If my phone don't get to tweaking. I'm using my hotspot from my new phone. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Wisconsin. Wisconsin population 2024. You know, I'm gonna narrow it down. I'm gonna narrow it down to Milwaukee. I'm gonna narrow it down to, because that's where we at. Milwaukee population. Let's see the statistics. Okay. Why they can't just give a fucking straight answer? Okay, so it says Milwaukee is a city located in Milwaukee County, Wisconsin. Milwaukee has a 2024 population of 500,000. Wait, 556,111 people as the population in Milwaukee. So you have myself, Yashar Gabar, Aina, Yakawal, Ahmad, Yara, Lawyer, Abunya, the brother Tabawa'a, and the brother Lamad. So 10 men as of now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's a small sanctuary out of 556,000. Okay? That's a small body of believers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We don't have a building. We remember Yahushai told the Samaritan woman that, let's get that, about the true worshipers. This is John 4:23. It says, "But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him." So that's that small sanctuary. That's that little sanctuary that's in these various countries. All right? That's in these various cities. Okay? So let's say Chicago church, right? I don't know, they maybe got like 100, let's say between 90 men, 85, 90 men. I don't know it could be less, you know. But let's just say 90 men out of the population of Chicago. Hell, the population of Illinois. That's a little sanctuary that's worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, a group of men worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's a little sanctuary. Let's look up the word sanctuary. And the point is, right? The population of Christians, the Christian church, and I looked it up, is over 213 million Christians. You see? So just that alone lets us know that Christianity isn't where Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai resides, man. You see? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, right? Jesus, the Christ. He ain't dealing with Christianity, man. You can't find Christianity in the Bible. Okay? Damn. I was supposed to be looking up something. Salakia. Damn, Baba Kashah. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. If he comes back, he comes back. Little sanctuary. Oh, there we go. Thwadi Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Yep. Let's go back to little sanctuary in Ezekiel 11. I want to look up the word sanctuary. Ezekiel 11 and 16. It says, I'm going to read it again. Therefore say thus saith the Lord, power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Okay? So, when Yahushua returns, This is why the scripture speaks about, I believe in Matthew, I don't know, 24 or 25, it says that the angels are going to gather up the elect from the four winds of the earth. Why from the four winds? Because there's going to be little sanctuaries, all right? Places where there's a small body of believers in these cities, okay? That's going to get delivered. That's going to get beamed up, all right? So Ezekiel 11 and 16, let's look up sanctuary. Makwa, I think it's Makwadash. I could be saying it wrong, so pardon me for that. It's the that's not the Ra. Quadash. Okay? Quadash, which is holy, a holy place, sanctuary, a tabernacle. See? Hallowed part, a place, a chapel, a sanctuary. Yeah, and our tabernacle, a place where we abode at, right? We used to enter into the tabernacle, we worshiping Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, but now we are the tabernacle, so to speak. When the scripture says, Amos, that the Lord is going to raise up the tabernacle of David, is talking about the body of believers, man. So you have a group of body of believers in these different cities. You see? So that's that little sanctuary. Now, plantation Christianity, right? Now check this out. Christianity in the United States. It says Christianity is the most prevalent religion in the United States. It's the dominant religion, right? And these United States is where Yahweh Shai said where we were going to be a witness at in America. Okay? But this religion is the dominant religion here. Christianity is the most prevalent religion in the United States. Estimates from 2021 suggest that of the entire U.S. population, 332 million people, about 63% is Christian, which is 210 million. The majority of Christian Americans are Protestant Christians, 140 million, 42%. Though there are also significant numbers of American Roman Catholics, 70 million, 21%, and other Christian denominations such as Latter-day Saints, Eastern Orthodox Christians, Oriental Orthodox Christians, and Jehovah's Witness, about 13 million in total, 4%. The United States has the largest Christian population in the world, and more specifically, the largest Protestant population in the world, with nearly 210 million Christians. As of 2021, over 140 million people affiliated with Protestant churches. So this ain't where the Lord is at, man. Remember, let's jump to Revelation. The fuck are you talking about, man? Let's go to Revelation real quick. Revelation, the 7th chapter. And I'm going to start from verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the tree. Now, what type of wind is it talking about? Now, is it talking about the wind that you naturally see? If I could raise the window down, it's windy. You know what I'm saying? That's wind, right? Is it talking about that? Can that wind hurt the earth or the sea? No. It's talking about that hot wind, that hot fire wind from the missiles. Once again, he that have an ear, let him hear. Okay? Because everybody's not going to understand this. That's more proof that the Lord don't want everybody. You see? It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. Verse 3, it says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So there is a select number of servants that has to be sealed. Sealed with what? The knowledge, the information, okay, the understanding. Remember, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, okay, the breath of life, the mark, okay? What's going on here? Like judgment. Multitude, there was a lot of people. Need I say, hey man, the Lord could deliver 2 million people of believers. We don't know, but we know 144,000, that's the number of the prophets. But out of 2 million, you got prophets, friends of prophets, those that, have given the prophet a drink. You got believers all over this place, man. You got secret disciples all over this place. So let's say hypothetically, 2 million, 1 million, right? That ain't nothing compared to 331 million people in the world, right? And I think that was just the United States, not even the world. Let's go back. Let me double check that. It says, yeah, it says the U.S. population. Now remember, this is 2021. 332 million. Okay? 332 million is the population of the United States in 2021. And I would bet that there's more people on the earth now for judgment purposes. Okay? So 331 million people in the world. 2 million being delivered is nothing. You see? 144,000 and let's say 1 million to 2 million believers. That is nothing. That's still a few compared to all the people in the world. You see? So 144,000. Now 12 tribes. Now 12,000 out of each tribe will be delivered, man. You see? So seeing that Christianity is so big, 210 million people, is that where the Yahweh Shem Shai is at? It sounds like to me, let's get that out of Matthew real quick. Broad is the way of destruction. I think that's Matthew. Let me see. Broad. Yeah, Matthew 7. This is Matthew 7:13. And it says, enter ye in at the straight gate. The straight gate, a place of difficulty. Okay? Because when you come into this truth, you're going to face a lot of obstacles where a lot of people won't be able to stand. You see? A lot of people won't be able to take the fire that comes with this truth. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Christianity is a broad way to lead to destruction. You got a million different denominations. You see, you got all type of different denominations and different breakdowns of the scriptures from Seventh-day Adventist to Jehovah Wickedness to Pentecostal to Baptist. Right? You got some that believe in the Trinity, some that don't. That's a broad way of destruction. Second Ezra, I believe it's 7. It speaks about the fire on this side and the water on the other side. That's dealing with all these different religions, man. Okay? It says, and many there be which go in. I'm gonna read it again. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. I'm gonna read it in NLT. You can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad. See, the highway to destruction is broad. And its gate is wide for many who choose that way. You see? There's going to be a lot of people choosing the wrong way versus the right way. You see? That's why we know Christianity by default ain't it. Because you got millions of believers in Christianity, man. And the Lord is only looking for a few. Okay? Let's get a preset. Let me see what I got. Let me see. I know I had some preset. Let me go on my notes. Camera. Many are called, few are chosen. Really, I can end the lesson there. The Lord only wants a select few, man. You know, He only wants a select few. And going into that Revelation, the 7th chapter, it only spoke about those that was going to be saved is out of the children of Israel. So that narrows it down even more. You see? That narrows it down. The Lord has a specific number and He has a specific race for salvation. All people ain't included in that. You know? All people are not included in that. I was thinking about the story. I know Elder Bishop Menatazak, he was making mention of it on how the Lord only wants a small group. Oh, you know what? Let me get I have chosen you. Because remember, the church says that I found the Lord, you know. You didn't find shit. Right? The Lord chose you. Chose who He chose. What is it? I choose. I haven't went over this. Let me see. And where it say it says, I chose you. Let me see. Okay, John 15. Let's get that real quick. Because anybody can just up and say they believe in Jesus, right? I believe Jesus. If I accept Jesus, my Lord and Savior, right? Well, guess what? Who you call Jesus? He telling you he say you ain't choose shit. I chose you. He said I choose who he choose. He says John 15:16. It says ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. You see? So you don't wake up and be like, oh, I believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. No, the Lord puts the Spirit on you, right? No, the Lord ordains you from the womb. You see, that's what Christians don't understand. You see? The Lord picks who he wants to be delivered, man. Here it is, you talk about being saved this and saved that. You ain't fucking saved. Ain't nobody, the destruction of America hasn't happened yet. So how the fuck are you saved, man? That's another telltale sign that religion is off. Because the Lord chooses who he wants to believe in him. The Lord ordains who he has set up to become a prophet, a believer. You know, you can't be selling drugs, right? Go to prison, find religion in prison, right? And then get out and become a pastor and you're going to get delivered. No, that ain't how it works. The Lord wakes up who he wakes up. It's called predestination. I just read 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, where it says the world was created for many, but few saved, right? Let's look up predestinate. Oh, you know what? I know a good one. Romans, the 8th chapter. And I'm going to close out on that. I think I made the point. About 37 minutes. I believe I made the point. You know, that little sanctuary is the worshipers of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai on the four corners of the earth. All right. Let me get Romans. You know what? I'm gonna get Romans and then I'm gonna get that Matthew about the Lord gathering his elect. So let's get Romans, the 8th chapter. And I hope this is edifying. You know. I want to read it in NLT too, so let me get it in this Bible. Let me get it in here. Romans 8. I think it's like the 31st verse or 30 something. Okay, I'm going to start from 28. So this is Romans, the 8th chapter, and the 28th verse. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Look at that. To them who are called according to his purpose. I'm reading NLT. And we know that the Most High causes everything to work together for the good of those who love the Most High and are called according to his purpose for them. See, everybody doesn't have the purpose of the Lord. The Lord chooses. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Let's read it in NLT. For God knew his people in advance, and he chose them to become like his Son. See that? He chose them to be like his Son. Right? So that his Son would be the firstborn among many brethren and sisters. So the Lord foreknew, meaning he already knew who you were before your mother and father did the act of sex and you were conceived, right? He already preordained for you to be a prophet. He preordained for a sister, you know, to be a believer, to be linked up with the man of the Lord, you know. It say verse 30. It say, moreover, whom he did predestinate. When you go into predestinate, meaning pre meaning before your destiny, your predestiny, your fate. So the Lord already had your fate on what it was going to be. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. Okay, many are called, but few are chosen. I'm going to have to close out in a minute because that phone is hot. God damn. It's hot in the motherfucker. Yeah, I don't want it to blow. Let me finish this up. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. Them he also justified. Them he also glorified. See that? So the Lord called, right? He justified on what we say out of our mouths. It's coming from the scriptures, right? And then the last step is going to be us being glorified when Yahushua comes with the holy angels and you're getting being up in heaven. We're going to be glorified with the Lord. That's how that's going. Okay? I'm going to read it in NLT. And having chosen them, he called them to come to him. And having called them, he gave them right standing with himself. And having given them right standing, he gave them his glory. You see that? That's dope, man. That's dope. All right? So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Well, I don't know what I'm going to call this lesson. But, broad is the way of destruction. All these different religions, beginning with Christianity. Christianity is a massive, massive religion. All right? 210 million people believe in Christianity. 210 million as of 2021. And we're in 2024, so that was 3 years ago. And I will be honest, I would say that it has dwindled a little bit because a lot of people is leaving that fucking religion, you know. But the point still remains that the Lord only wants a little sanctuary. That's a lot of goddamn people. The Lord ain't fucking with that. He's only coming to save a few. Okay? And that's his elect on the four corners of the earth. Okay? So with that, the Lord willing, is edifying. All praises and glory and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash, Brakathum. Double honor to my apostles, great millstone, and salutations to the occupant of four corners, pursuing the truth with sincerity, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. Shalom, wa abad, abad.